Drake just dropped a new song off his upcoming album, Iceman. It's called What Did I Miss? So the premise of this song seems to be Drake addressing the people who kind of turned cold on him, flipped on him during the beef with Kendrick versus Drake. So we're gonna get into the breakdown of this song. Drake dropped this on the 4th of July. So if you guys hear explosions in the background, that's what it is. Like that right there, people popping fireworks. So
I don't give a fuck if you love me. I don't give a fuck if you like me.
Drake starts off the song. I don't give a F if you love me. I don't give a F if you like me.
Asking me how did it feel? Can't say it didn't surprise me.
Asking how did it feel? I say I didn't surprise me. So this is kind of Drake addressing the speculation like, yo, how did it feel? Not necessarily to lose to Kendrick, because I don't feel Drake is talking much about Kendrick on this song. I feel like he's talking to people who used to be his friends, who then conveniently switched on him. Hey y'all, I am a one-man show. I record, edit the video myself, create the thumbnail, everything. So hitting like and subscribe does help a bunch. Thanks so much. Back to the video. More specifically, guys like Derozan. There was a couple guys that Drake thought was on his side. YG, at the beginning of Family Matters, Drake goes,
you know who really bang except my nigga YG.
And then YG basically was like, bro, like I'm on Kendrick's side. So, yo, asking me how did it feel? I can't say it didn't surprise me. Like, I'm not surprised that these guys are turning cold.
Last time I looked to my right, you niggas was standing beside me.
Last time I looked to my right, y'all was standing right beside me. Like, basically, y'all was my right-hand mans.
How can some people I love hang around pussies who try me? Let's go.
So this is the reference to Kendrick. Again, I don't think this is a Kendrick diss, because I honestly don't think Drake wants any more of that smoke with Kendrick. I think he got thoroughly humiliated. I think he wants to move forward. Like, I don't think he wants any more smoke. I do think, yeah, he's gonna call Kendrick a pussy. He's gonna throw these little pot shots here and there. But I don't think Drake is gonna get back into like this full-blown beef with Kendrick. So yeah, why would you hang around pussies who try me? Yeah, this is obviously a reference to Kendrick.
I'm whipping around on like 600 acres. Let's go.
I'm whipping around on that 600 acres, talking about the estate, you know, the same estate Kendrick put those, you know, not like us, you know, PDF dots on. Yeah, I'm riding around that 600 acres.
Oh, you niggas just better not ask for no favor. Let's go.
Y'all better not ask me for no favors. Dudes who was cool with me before, who kind of flipped or was quiet when I was getting my ass handed to me by Kendrick, yo, don't ask me for no favors, no features, no hooks. We ain't doing none of that no more.
It's love for my brothers and death to a traitor. Let's go.
It's love for my brothers and death to a traitor. So Drake is drawing the line in the sand. I got my brothers on my side, the people who was here riding with me, and it's the traitors. So those of y'all who still think y'all as brothers, let this song be a notice to you. No, you are now a traitor. She might decide to say no to me now, but say yes to me later. Let's go. Her ass is all natty like a Florida gator. So I don't know really what natty means. Like, I know what he means by natty, like a Florida gator, like national championship. We call like a college wins the national championships. They won a natty, right? But I don't know what he means in reference to an ass. So y'all can let me know what that means in the comments.
You switched on the guys and supported a hater. Let's go.
You guys switched up and supported a hater. Again, this is a reference to Kendrick. I know a lot of times as content creators, we want to be like, yo, everything, you don't want to make everything about Kendrick versus Drake. Everything Kendrick say ain't about Drake and vice versa. But it's clear that this is what this is. Yo, Derozan, Bron, y'all switched up. Y'all supported a hater. I'm actually not sure how mad, how angry Drake is with LeBron. Because Drake is like, it seems like he like fears LeBron or something.
What did I tell you?
You said that I can never let you down.
Like Drake has LeBron's face tattooed on him, like, which is weird. I don't even know if he's capable of hating LeBron. It seems like he's like in love with the guy, right? Might be more towards Derozan, right? DeMar DeRozan, who used to play for the Toronto Raptors. What's a get
back for niggas is TBD. I look at this shit like a BTC. Could be down this week, then I'm up next week.
What's a get back for these guys? How am I gonna get these guys back for trading on me? He said it's TBD. Like, my get back, my revenge on these guys is to be decided. We gonna deal with that later, but it's coming. I look at this like BTC. It could be down this week, then I'm up next week. So I like this bar. Any bar, rap bar, talking about crypto, talking about Bitcoin, and this is what Drake is talking about when he says BTC. BTC is ticker symbol for Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up and down. 1 week it's up 10%. Next week it's down 15. Then it's up 20. Then it's down 15. My get back with these guys, it could be random, like Bitcoin going up and down. Drake continues on, yo, dudes get punched in the face on some TLC-ish.
Niggas get punched in the face with some TLC shit on the dead guys.
On the dead guys. Continuing from verse 1, like, how am I gonna get back at these guys? It's TBD. We gonna see what I do. Then he's basically telling you, yo, we gonna get physical with niggas. You know what I mean? We gonna get physical with them. Get punched in the face on some TLC-ish on a dead guy.
Some TLC shit, cause my nigga, you gon' need a chili ice pack for your left eye.
You gonna need a chili pack for your left eye. So, you know, if you even know what Drake's talking about with this chili left eye wordplay, you've aged yourself. I mean, I've aged myself. The group TLC R&B group, there's Chili, there's Lisa Left Eye Lopez, and there's T-Boz. Some wordplay. You're gonna need an ice pack. We gonna black your eye. You're gonna need an ice pack for your left eye. RIP left eye.
I'm back in your city tonight, walking around with my head high.
I'm back in your city tonight. I'm walking around with my head high. So it's Dre saying, yo, I'm in LA. We in Compton, we in LA. I'm walking around with my head high. Drake lives in LA, if I'm not mistaken, unless he moved out of his Calabasas home.
I saw bro in the pop out with them, but been dead riding gangsters headlines.
He said, I saw bro at the pop out with them. So Drake references the pop out. So it's for sure he's talking about Kendrick. I just confirm these things because people like to pretend that, oh no, you reaching, you saying like he ain't always talking about Kendrick. No, he's talking about Kendrick, man. I saw bro at the pop out. Now, who he's talking about, this is up for grabs. I think Drake is talking about DeMar DeRozan specifically. Because even though there are guys like YG and guys like, you know, a lot of other people who Drake has worked with who attended the pop out, I don't think Drake is trying to sever those relationships. Like, I don't ever see Drake beefing with LeBron. I just don't see that. It seems like Drake loves LeBron. Like maybe even unhealthily. I don't think this is about LeBron. I think this is about DeMar DeRozan. And it doesn't appear that Drake is talking about more than one person in this specific bar. Because he said, I saw bro. Bro is singular. Not I saw them. He says, I saw bro with them, with Kendrick and them at the pop out. So Drake is like, yo, I saw bro with them at the pop out, but he been riding us. He been riding the OVO train. He been on our nutsack since Headlines. And Drake dropped Headlines in 2011. So Drake is kind of confused. Like he doesn't seem to understand that you can like two different artists at the same time, right?
It feels like nobody's there until you start giving out two-tone.
It feels like nobody there till you start giving out two-tones. I mean, that's facts. I feel that. Facts. Nobody there until you start, you know, two-tone Rolex. It's time to start buying the guy stuff, which I'm not buying no group of men and stuff like that. That's some stuff rappers and athletes do. I'm not buying no gifts like that. You ain't in my family. But that's what they do. That's their lifestyle. Boom.
And nobody cares until they're in front of your tombstone.
It's like nobody there till you start giving out gifts. And nobody care until you dead, until they on your tombstone.
Y'all been on that type of timing for too long. Iceman, Tiffany, Bluestones. Y'all been on that type of timing for too long. Iceman, Tiffany, Bluestones.
Y'all been on that type timing for too long. Iceman, Tiffany, Bluestones.
I done made plenty shit right out of two wrong shit. Let's go.
I done made plenty rights out of two wrong. So Drake is like, yo, I know they done it wrong to me by trading on me, and I'm doing it wrong by spinning the block on them, coming back and getting my revenge. But we gonna make it right. He's acknowledging, yo, what I'm doing is wrong, but I've made right out of wrongs before. So here we go again.
When I was looking at y'all and cooking with y'all and giving out verses and bookings to y'all.
What did I miss when I was looking at y'all and cooking with y'all and giving out verses and bookings to y'all? So now this seems to be aimed at someone else. So this verse 2, it seems just, I would wager it's more so about DeRozan. Verse 1 is kind of more general. It's about just, the general people who were quiet, who switched up on him, who went to the pop-out show during, the Kendrick and Drake beef. Verse 1 just seems more general. Verse 2 seems more like, yo, DeRozan. Like, you know. And you was in the Not Like Us video too. And then verse 3, it seems like he's taking some aim at musicians. What did I miss when I was cooking with y'all and giving out verses and booking y'all at my shows? Like, making sure wires was hit. Like I was going the extra mile because y'all have apparently criminal background. So I'm making sure nobody got wires. My security is patting people down.
When you was all in my crib, looking at hoes, word for word at all of the shows.
You was all up in my crib looking at women, my verses, word for word at my shows. You always felt like this.
You always felt like this, man. What did I miss?
Drake is saying, but you was always waiting on my downfall, basically. So what did I miss? So I think this song is locked in step with all of Drake's other songs. A lot of Drake's music, especially his early music, there's this paranoia. It's paranoia and it's kind of mixed with insecurity that he has. And I feel like he captures that again on this song. What did I miss? What did I miss? Well, Drake, what you missed is that you were friendly with these guys like DeMar DeRozan. The part that you miss is that DeMar DeRozan is from Compton. And DeRozan and YG and Kendrick and all these guys, they probably know each other. They're all from Compton. They know each other. Their family probably know each other. Their friends probably know each other. So yeah, when push comes to shove, DeRozan is going to go and support his city. That just is what it is. I mean, that's the part that you missed. The part that you missed is just because you're doing things for people that they're going to give you unconditional love and support. That's the part you missed. You've acknowledged that no one's there until you start giving out gifts. That's what they think about you. In my Ice Cube voice, here's what they think about you.
Here's what they think about you.
That's the part you missed, that, yo, gifting and doing things for people is going to make them love you and accept you. That's the part you missed. But overall, I thought this was just from a song standpoint, not even trying to get into who he's talking about or the disses, I think this is a cool little song. I think, the beat kind of reminds me a little bit of,
Hey, we made it.
yeah, kind of got that anthemic feel, that kind of victorious feel. And it's interesting that Drake goes for the victorious, type of beat, the triumphant feeling type of beat, considering he just took a loss. So that's just interesting. That's how he decides to come back, his return to his solo career. But yeah, the song is basically addressing not Kendrick so much. Drake does take a couple shots, little pot shots at Kendrick, like, yo, y'all hanging around pussies and, he's a hater. But it ain't nothing that's gonna restart a beef or anything. It's just a little pot shots. This song is more focused at the people who Drake thought was gonna stand up for him. People are standing up for Drake now, but during the Kendrick and Drake beef, like 2024, people wasn't standing up. You know what I mean? A lot of people was quiet. Like 21 Savage, pretty quiet. Lil Yachty, pretty quiet. Like these guys who are constantly collaborating and associated with Drake, they wasn't like jumping out the gym defending Drake. It was very quiet. I'm sure there are other people who Drake is talking about to where he's like, I didn't really appreciate that. Neat little bow on the Kendrick and Drake beef. I don't know what to expect from this Iceman album because I stopped listening to Drake's solo albums in 2020 with Dark Lane demo tapes. My thing is, there's no really reason for me to continue to listen to this music when I'm not enjoying it. I enjoy maybe 1 out of every 4 Drake albums. I kind of just gave up on listening to his albums years ago, but I do think Drake has to address the elephant in the room, which is like, bro, you got humiliated in 2024. You gonna drop an album and not mention this at all? I don't think the whole album should be about this. I don't think Drake should really be dissing Kendrick on this album either, because, that's not what you want to do. You had an opportunity to continue the beef, but, kind of let things fade out there because the damage had been done. So I do think Drake has to address the elephant in the room, which is kind of what this song is doing. I am going to listen to this album when it drops, and this is going to be an important album for Drake's career because Drake is very close to breaking the #1 records, like most #1 records of all time. He's close to surpassing Michael Jackson. I think he needs one more. I think he's currently tied with Michael Jackson. First Person Shooter was a tie. The next one, #1 hit that he gets, is going to break that record. So it's important in that regard. It's important, just for people generally, how they view him, how they view his music. I think his legacy is already cemented, but this album is going to speak to, did Kendrick basically kill him off? Drake is going down as a hip hop legend regardless, but this album is going to let you know, did Kendrick kill him off? If it ain't hitting, if it don't do the numbers, if it don't got the hits like his albums normally do, the narrative for Drake's career is going to be, yo, Kendrick killed them off. So this is important, I guess, for that narrative, right? So we'll see what he drops. I don't know if this song is going to make the album. It's not, the version that I heard was not really mixed or mastered yet. It just kind of seemed like someone was recording it off of their phone or something. I don't think this needs to make the album unless this turns out to a hit record, which I don't think it is. I don't think it needs to make the album, but I do think it's important that Drake kind of addresses that elephant in the room. And if not on the album itself, on the rollout. And then, get to the music. get to the music. This is an important album for Drake, man. This is extremely important. So anyway, what did y'all think of this song? Who do y'all think Drake is talking about in this song? For sure, Derozan. But I actually don't think Drake is talking about LeBron in any of these bars. It almost seems like Drake is a little scared. Like I don't know if I'm reading it wrong, if it's just respect, like extreme respect, or fear. But to me, it just reads like Drake kind of fears. He's like scared of LeBron a little bit, or he just super respects him, like how you respect your dad or something. So I actually don't think any of this is about LeBron. So yeah, I could be wrong though. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.